I thought I'd give you a little feel of what's the White House like. This is Black Lives Matter Square, or whatever they call it now. And it's just a block from the White House. Behind me, you could see the White House. It's over the fence and whatever. There's a big picket fence now that's 6 feet high. But yesterday, this was jammed. You know, it was jammed for about 5 blocks up 16th Street. Now it's just a sprinkling, but a lot of cameras. You know, everybody's hopes to get a story. But I would just, oh, the shoes, not the pants. Huh? You're a shoe fetish. People say, I got red shoes, and people say, thank you. I get more pictures of me. I wonder why. But it's fun. People treat me very nicely, dressed weird. And that's actually the part of having fun, I think, is it attracts people and brings out the nice parts of them. You know, they don't know what my party affiliation is. I guess it's independent, I would call it, because having a party affiliation is sort of like gluttony. Yeah, you see the same solution to every problem, and every problem's a little different. We can't do that. But then you're not part of the tribe or whatever that is. Doesn't matter. I'm only interested in how to get help to people from sources they may not know. And like I said yesterday, I don't think a lot of this is going to change for a while. It is going to be pretty much the same. The stimulus package will probably be pretty much the same, but it'll eventually change. You know, a year or two from now, you'll see a lot of things that are really not money-wise. What I really feel too will happen, 2 things. Probably they'll work on healthcare a lot, obviously, because we're in this pandemic. Work on caring for people. That's sort of interesting. I know there's a lot of people who are members that are also caregivers, and you know, their caregivers are carrying the burden in this country. Most of that is women, and so I don't know what will happen. Who the hell knows? But that's all long-term stuff. For now, and what you're going to do at the end of this pandemic, whatever the hell it is, how you're going to survive in the next 6 months. Everything's baked in, except the new stimulus package, which will probably be, you know, it could be 3-4 months though, before that even comes down to head, unless somebody who's playing golf decides something different and maybe wants to go out with a bang. Who knows? You know, you can't. But you have to prepare for, you know, the worst, and maybe the best will help. That's why now I went back, I didn't put in the description on YouTube, I didn't put in a lot of the sources for how to find this stuff yourself if you're not a member. And so that's when I went back. So every other video that I did in the last couple days will have in the description sources on how to find what's local, because there's so much money. They're still giving out locally. It's hit and miss depending on where you are. You're going to have to dig for this. And I show you how to do that. And also set up your computer and your email so that you are notified when they have the new stuff. I mean, like the governor of Maryland told all the counties and cities in Maryland, start giving away the rest of their stimulus money they have, because they have a lot of CARES Act money that is sitting in the coffers of the state and county governments that they haven't spent. And that's money to be spent on things like daily expenses, rent, mortgages. If you remember and you look at the discussion list, there's a whole bunch of new programs state by state. And within that discussion, within that description of the state program that's available in that state, I give a whole list of all the states and where to find a program like that in your state. See, that's the key. So what you have to do, if you see, hey, okay, Baltimore has this money for, I think it's Baltimore, they're giving $500 for people whose kids are home and they need better Wi-Fi or a computer or something. What's a $500 grant they're giving out? Okay, now that may be, and you'll see it in the discussion there. And that may not be where you are, but I give you a list of every state. In every state, I give you a listing of who to contact in your state, the 5 sources to contact in your state to find if there's something similar to that in your state. And actually in that list, I do the same for business. So if you have a business, you're an entrepreneur, a nonprofit, an inventor, stuff like that, I also have a list of all the states there and the 5 sources. Now that's in the members only. Non-members in the description on YouTube. In the discussion on YouTube, I show you how to find those offices yourself. Okay? So I love to make it free for everybody, but I also have to make sure I can pay my mortgage. So that's why I have a little but it's still about education. And so if you don't even know it's there, don't even know to ask for, and everybody is new in town, so you have new elected officials, maybe you have the old ones, but remember, use the hell out of them. That's what they're there for. All these sources I give you get paid grant money to help you for free. Okay, so all the sources okay, I'm hearing in my ear my running time, which is slow as dirt. But I'm old as dirt, so it's okay that's slow as dirt, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why, there's so many free sources that we don't know about. We'll go on Google and find somebody who's willing to charge you money for the same thing you can get for free. But the people free don't advertise. But to me, what's more important, these are like mentors, experts, and all this stuff that help people in financial trouble every day, just like your stockbroker does, but he makes a commission. These people don't. So they don't have an incentive to tell you to buy something. And that's what, unfortunately, most people in business do. They're always saying, hey, okay, what more can I sell you? And you have to know about that stuff. To me, surviving in our information age is what it's all about. All the answers are out there, right? That's why I wore question mark suits, because I felt, hey, you can answer anything, right? It's asking the right question. And that's the problem. That's why you have to learn what that question is. You just can't say, hey, I need a lot of money. No, that's the wrong question. You don't call up these people and say, hey, I want a grant. No, you call them up and say, hey, I need financial assistance, or I need help. Just say, I need help. Here's a problem. They're about to throw me out in the street. I can't get a job, or whatever it is. And hey, do you have any suggestions what I can do to improve my lot where I'm at? And that's what you have to keep doing, and keep doing, and you can't stop doing that. I know it's depressing. I know, you get beat up enough, you lose your energy. You say, nobody loves me, but it hurts more than that. And I understand we've all been in that position, and that's why I hope that, that the more you try, the more you'll get a little glimmer of something that good happened. And then you could live off that glimmer of something good, that another one will come by somehow if you keep banging away. Nothing happens if you don't keep banging away. And that's important. Listen, I gotta stop, and in a little while I'm gonna come back live because I want to tell you about a loan that the government has if you need a financial emergency, but you don't have to pay it back. And they set up other ways to pay back the money. So I'll talk to you maybe about 20-30 minutes, okay?